Okay, I'm going to start this up and hoping that when you come over, it'll be all ready to go.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's streaming. It looks like it's recording. And then I always start this way. So if anyone's watching right now, they're like, okay, here she goes. She's starting.
Yeah.
So it looks like we are on. I wanted to make sure I had your name on here. The cover thing is not accurate. I have it saved somewhere, but that'll be uploaded later. And then I'll download it to YouTube after we finish as well. So it looks like we are good to go. We're live.
Okay.
So whenever my guest wants to join me, although I do see that the green screen is not working right for whatever weird reason. I found a beautiful sunset for you, just in time.
Yay.
Okay, well come on and be my guest.
Awesome.
Yay, and make sure that you're in enough. Let's bring you in a little more. Okay, isn't that pretty sunset?
It is.
Okay, although it's still daylight. So, and this is where we'll be speaking. I know it's kind of
Excellent.
distracting because we're right there.
Yes.
And then I don't want the microphone covering you too much, but we want it there. And since we have sound working in different parts, it should work. So I've been sharing with you how it's a learn as you go.
Yes.
So welcome to all those who are here. We're live stream and we'll be putting this on YouTube so that all of your friends and fans can find you in this interview
Sweet.
here.
I love it.
So Brenda Lorena Garcia, or did I mix it?
Nope, you got it.
I got it.
perfectly
Brenda
right.
Lorena Garcia
Yes,
is my
good
guest
job.
today.
Yes.
And I met her at a networking event where we saw Nancy Stafford,
Yes.
a wonderful actress who's
That
been
was
at it
awesome.
for 30 years.
Yeah, 30
She's
years.
beautiful, amazing, humble,
Super humble.
awesome. I feel so blessed in this entertainment industry when we meet people like that.
I know.
So, and people like Brenda. I met her that night,
So sweet.
and she was just darling and had
So
this wonderful spirit about her. And of course, does one of the things I would love to do, and that is stunts. Yay!
Yeah.
I love action.
Yes, action's always so much fun. You
Yes. So I knew between her experience in the work area, but also just personal, I wanted to get to know her. So as you all know, my longtime followers of 2 months would know that I am just very off the cuff, and I just ask and we just go with whatever you want to share about.
That sounds awesome.
And I get to know you during this process as they get to know you too.
That's awesome.
So, and I
love
like it because it's exposure for you, and then people can learn from you. Personal, professional, any and all.
Sweet.
So that's my intention here, and it's called Be My Guest because it's Be My Guest. You're here.
I
with me.
love it. I love it.
So thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
said you're a little tired because you've been working.
Yes.
Work, yay for work.
Yes. We love work, and
Yes.
no complaints there.
Sure, but long night shifts or
Yeah,
not night
lots of
shifts,
just
night filming.
just lots of hours in general.
Yeah.
But definitely couldn't ask for a better job. I couldn't ask for anything else to do. There's nothing else I would rather do in this world. So
Nice. Awesome.
no complaints here. Just happy to be working and happy to
Yes.
be here, most definitely.
Yes.
And just grateful for life.
Absolutely.
God is good.
Yes. And she is petite. I don't usually have someone that I'm
Can't
looking
tell.
right here. Exactly. So if it looks like, their seats are off, it's because she's really petite.
I'm
Did
tiny.
that totally help you with your stunts?
It does. It does.
I could see that you'd be completely flexible, limber.
Yeah. So I have a gymnastics background,
Okay.
and a lot of people are like, "Were you a gymnast?" I'm like, "Why do people guess that?" Well, maybe because I'm a little petite, like you're
Uh-huh.
saying. So I am under 5 feet tall,
Mhm.
and that does help out a lot because I get to
Sure.
double for kids and teenagers.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
That is great.
So that's always fun, you
Yes,
know?
yes.
It's always been a privilege because I love working with kids in general.
Mhm.
Whether it's on set or outside of set.
Yeah.
It's like I just love children, and I'm just...
That's
So now that I
neat.
get paid to just be with kids all the time, it's like, wow. I
That's
feel
cool.
so special. I'm
Yeah.
just so honored. I'm just so happy. I have no words
Wow.
for, the gratitude I feel to be
Yeah.
doing what I love
Yes.
and with the people I love doing it with. It's
Great.
just like I'm overwhelmed with joy. I'm just like,
Wow.
how do I express all this gratitude?
Oh.
I
And there's
know.
enough work that kids would be doing stunts? Like, is it mostly film or is it
It's
TV
actually a
or-
mixture of a lot of things.
Okay.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
It's like there's stunts for kids. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
The little things to bigger things is
Ah,
just
sure.
really awesome. I've done movies. Actually, one of the movies I just did is Baywatch.
You did?
Yeah, and that
I
comes
actually-
out tomorrow,
I actually do want to
guys.
see that. Pardon
So-
me, it's a little warm. So
Yeah, that's
go
okay.
ahead.
So guys, please stay, on the lookout for that. It's
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I thought it was already out, but not yet.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I think in some theaters it did come out today,
Okay. Uh-huh.
but for the whole U.S. it comes out tomorrow.
Okay.
And,
How exciting! So you did
different-
stunts in it.
Yes.
Great.
So I stunt doubled a kid.
Okay. So how do we
character's
find
name
you?
is
What part or where?
Pier Boy. So when you
Okay.
find the boy on the pier,
Okay.
that's me doing the stunts for him.
Oh, okay.
So,
So I
yeah,
definitely
look
want
out.
to see it now.
Yeah,
Now you're
absolutely.
making me go see the movie.
Yeah, well, it looks really funny, and
does.
I'll be honest, Zac Efron, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, such nice people. It's just
Aw.
like it was such an honor to be among these people.
How long were you on set?
So we were there for about 2 weeks, shooting
Okay.
off and on different things
Where?
for my parts. On Tybee Island, Georgia, for my particular stunt.
Cool.
Yeah, there was different shoot places
Okay.
for other parts of the movie.
Yeah.
But for my part, I was in Tybee Island, Georgia. So
How fun!
Yeah, definitely
Good
so
for
fun.
you. Good
Thank you.
job.
Thank you.
That's huge. So how long have you been at it, and what got you started into it?
So I've been at it for about 5 years is when I got my first stunt job, but I was
Okay.
in school full time
Okay.
for about 3 of those years.
Uh-huh.
So, it wasn't like I was pursuing it full time as I am now. So
Right.
full time pursuing it for about 2 years.
Okay.
So a solid
You were
2
in
years.
school
and
in
it's been-
college.
yeah, and it's
Okay.
been busy these past 2 years because I've been pursuing it full time, and it's
Yeah.
been awesome. It's,
Good.
yeah, so I was in college, and
Uh-huh.
I got my master's degree from Loyola Marymount University.
Oh, sure. Yes.
And
I lived very close to it the first time I moved. to
Really?
LA.
Oh, man,
Very
it's a beautiful
close.
place.
Yeah.
And before that, I got my bachelor's from Cal State Northridge
Okay.
in broadcast journalism. So,
Oh,
got
good.
some TV experience, some news experience. So that was pretty fun doing the
Nice.
broadcasting side. It's
Uh-huh.
just love working in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
And as you were saying with the stunts, that I've also done commercials, national commercials, TV shows, motion capture, which we've done like for video games and things like that.
Oh, yes.
So all kinds of things. It's really
Wow,
fun. Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
So what's your community? What's your network? Do you meet other people in the industry and that helps, or it's just kind of a variety of projects that you're working on? How do you build your community?
Yeah, so basically it's just like, it's a small community as it is, we're kind of like a big family. Yeah. And so we all a lot of us know each other.
I've discovered
And
that.
so- yeah.
I met a stunt woman today. Of course, I can't remember her name. I was on a network. And I mentioned someone who I'd done a gig with.
Yeah.
And she knew him, of course.
Of course.
So,
And I knew the person.
and you knew the one I was
it's
mentioning.
It's like a family. It's really cool.
I'm like,
So
I
that's
want
kinda how
in.
it works. Yeah, it's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
It's just like who you know, and do they know your talents, your abilities, and things like that, because performance is very important as well, of course.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you want to build a good reputation in what you do.
Yeah.
Show them that you're solid, that you're strong, you're
Yeah.
well balanced, that you're capable, and you're
Yeah.
ready, and you're willing, and that you're gracious and thankful, because that's all these are key attitudes.
Great
to have.
advice. I sometimes have to interview for a while to get to. So what would you tell our viewers? First 5
You
minutes.
got it!
You got it. No, I love that
Thanks.
because that's really what this is to basically it's sharing the beautiful you with all these beautiful people.
That is awesome.
So because
Yeah.
otherwise we wouldn't come to know one another.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
And are you from here? Where are you from?
I was born and raised in Los Angeles.
You were.
So, yes.
Okay.
One of the unique few, I guess.
Yes.
Apparently, most of us are not from here.
No. I probably meet more people from New York living here
Yeah.
than I do people from LA living here.
I find, exactly. I a lot of people I meet on set, they're not from here at all. They're from Massachusetts, from Oklahoma, from New York,
Wow,
from Florida,
all over.
from all over the place, from Brazil. It's just
Oh.
really cool though, because
It
I love
is.
meeting people from different countries, from different cultures, from different states, and
Absolutely.
I'm just like, I love it.
Yeah.
Just bring it on.
Yeah.
I love
So
diversity.
you have family here?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Most
Great.
of my family's here actually,
Okay.
but I do have other family. I have
Uh-huh.
some in New York. I have some in
Oh.
Florida.
Great.
I still have some, in other countries,
Mhm.
and some in
Wow.
Utah as well. So
Really?
yeah, it's amazing how people
Diverse.
just move.
Yeah. Lorena Garcia, Hispanic?
Brenda Lorena Garcia.
Yeah. I was just saying your last name because Brenda could be Caucasian, but
That's
Lorena
true.
Garcia sounds
Yeah.
very Hispanic. So
Yeah.
yes?
So I'm 100% Latina.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Salvadorian. Yeah.
In Salvador.
So
okay.
yeah, so I speak Spanish.
Uh-huh.
I consider myself bicultural,
Mm-hmm.
bilingual actress. So
Yes.
I just love, like I said, the diversity of being able to be, two different cultures
Right.
at once and stuff. Like for
Yes.
acting and stuff, you could be Latina. You could be ethnically ambiguous. You could play Caucasian. So it's
Right.
really fun. It's
Yeah,
cool.
I could see that you could fit a couple different ethnic groups.
Yeah.
I told you already too. Yo soy latina también.
Yeah.
¿Hablamos español antes?
Claro
No sé.
que sí.
Okay.
Yo
I
sí
think we
hablo.
made that connection.
Yeah.
So I'm always so focused on my guests that I forget to check that it is interactive when it's live. So,
that's cool.
So if someone wants to write something, they can. So the one that I told you about, the mistake one that didn't have sound, I had people saying on there, this is delayed, so don't worry about that. But it does. It had people writing, "I can't hear you," and I didn't read that until an hour later.
Right.
So I just want to make sure that I am not missing that.
Yeah, I
Sure
love
where that
it.
would
Bring
be.
on the questions. Bring out.
Yeah, I know. We'll get. Hopefully that will build. Gosh, hold on one second because I also. Hang on with me,
You know,
folks,
it's kind of funny because I'm like so interested in interviewing you.
I
I have like this journalism background. I'm just like, I want to ask her questions.
Oh, cool! I love that.
Does the audience know who she is? Does the audience know much about her? What do they know? What do they want to know?
Okay, this is what I wanted to do too. So forgive me, I'm doing this right now. That I want to create a highlight. So it's oh my gosh, I don't know if this will be. Hold on, folks. This is a little commercial break here. All right. Well, I think that's okay because it's.
I thought I saw something pop up.
Did you?
I thought, but I've never done a live YouTube.
Yeah.
thing.
No, so we are live streaming, but what I wanted to do is normally you can say, oh, we're starting live at such and such time. But since we've already started,
Right.
I think it's probably fine.
Yeah.
Okay, and I just wasn't sure where the little comments come in. So that's in another area that we'll probably find later. Unless, let's see, let me see if community. So, let's see, published comments. Okay, so I don't see anything.
Oh, why did it say one comment there?
Oh, let's see.
Sorry, public. We're trying to figure out live YouTube.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, they're used to this with me. Yeah, shoot. Like this, so I think we're okay.
Okay.
We're just gonna not worry, and we're gonna go back.
What if it's not and it's that one person that's like,
That says,
"Way."
yeah. Did you know
I
that? Okay, so we'll go back to our little life spot.
Excellent.
Okay, so as I shared with Brenda, it's constant learning, and I hope that I actually encourage people because I don't have it all put together. That hey, we have to start somewhere and go with that.
Absolutely.
So yes. Okay, so we shared about your ethnicity and speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
And the film that you're working on now, is that concluded? Are you still working on that now?
Still kind of working on it, so
Okay.
we can't really talk about it much.
Sure, we won't.
But it's obviously so fun, you know.
So great.
I've had the privilege to be able to double kids, and on a recent movie that I did work on that I can talk about, it comes out next year. It's called Magic Camp, so look out for that. It's a Disney
great.
movie,
Oh.
and I had a stunt acting part
Uh-huh.
and a stunt doubling role in that
Yay!
movie. So that's always fun, you know. It's like
Yeah.
you get, you know, sometimes you get a double whammy, you get double the blessing, and
Yes.
you're just surrounded by great people, and I'm just like, oh, I just want to hug everybody, just thank you, and just give back, you know. I'm just a giver and a lover, and I'm like, it's not weird for me to receive, it's just like, I'm just more of the giver. I'm like, wait, I want to multiply
Now's your time to
that.
receive and enjoy what
I know,
jobs
I'm just
you're
like,
giving. But because you have such a grateful attitude, it's just this cycle that doesn't, it's not like, oh, I can't just receive.
Yeah.
You're giving back
No,
as
it's
you're being
just
so
crazy.
appreciative.
Yeah.
Of it. And then
I'm
you'll
like-
keep getting jobs that way. I
I'm
just
like,
think
wait,
the more you appreciate.
I know, I just feel like you
Yeah.
know, the receiving, it's like I'm more of the giver, so it's like, how do you receive and just like not
Yes.
want to give back? You know,
Right.
just give back, multiply it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
So-
that's important, not only professionally, but in our personal lives.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it feels good, you know,
Yeah.
to even if they don't expect anything back, it's just like, guys, you need to know you are loved and very much appreciated, and I hope that my contributions will make a difference in your projects and in the future, you know, for whatever
Absolutely.
else is to come.
Yes.
So that's always important, you know, the attitude is gratitude, and if that's all it is, and that's what it is, and people, I think, appreciate that for the
Yeah.
most part.
Well, your folks did something really good with you.
Oh,
having
thanks.
that basis of
I
who
got
you
some
are.
pretty cool parents.
Yeah, tell me about them and your upbringing. Like, what is it that as parents that they can instill in their kids, like to be appreciative, to go follow your dream. I assume they're supportive. I don't know.
They're so supportive.
At all.
I don't know. I've been told I'm an old soul. So
I think that's why we connect. I like when people are mature about what they do, but they have a lively young spirit too.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great way to put it. But, I didn't realize this until just recently. I'm like, what is that and how is that possible? And so I just noticed from a very young age, like 3 years old, that my parents were warriors. I mean, they literally have struggled so much all their life. I mean, having to flee from a war-filled country in the 80s, coming here, and they didn't meet until they came here. Oh. And
wow, so they both had to kind of warrior it here and then met.
Yeah.
And then had their family.
Absolutely. But just basically just seeing the way we grew up, things weren't that easy, but that they never complained. But I saw, like, hey, there's some struggle here. I want to do something about that, but they never showed. They never were like, I need help. It's like
we
they
can't
were just,
do it.
Yeah, they were so strong, and I was just like amazed with their courage, with their braveness, and just I loved it. I was like, I want to do something.
You learned from that.
Yeah, I'm just like, I know deep down inside they're probably hurt. I don't know if I could just see it, or I don't know, because they didn't really show it. I just felt it, I think. And
yes.
And they did such a great job just being the best parents they could possibly be at such young age, and raising us.
Young.
And young parents are still in their 40s. So, and I'm 26. So, cute young baby parents.
Yeah. Baby parents. And you have siblings too?
Yes, I do. I have an older brother.
Okay.
And a younger brother, and they're both daddies, which is really cute.
Nice.
So I got 2 nieces, one from my older brother, one from my younger brother, a nephew from my older brother, and a nephew on the way from the younger brother. So I got 2 boys, 2 girls. Yeah, I know.
Awesome.
So that's all awesome, It's been just an amazing ride, an awesome journey. We've been very blessed, very privileged, very honored, to say the very least, and I say this humbly. But yeah, I just think, like you were saying, it all comes down to my upbringing, just seeing, not just witnessing them, for example, my immediate family, but the community in general, and just my cultural background. And I just love the attitude of people that don't really complain much, especially when people don't have anything, when they don't have much at all, and they're still so happy and lively. I'm like, guys, I want to be like that. Totally. Like, there's people that I, no offense, but they seem to just have everything, and they're just
and never be happy.
Yeah, it's like, something's wrong here.
and yet you just described a lot of people.
Yeah,
like, because it's and we fall into that trap sometimes. I know I do sometimes with well, it'd be better if this or that, or look at that person, look at that, and you have to stop and go, whoa.
Yeah.
What do I have?
Right. We gotta remember.
What outweighs everything
Absolutely.
else. And the things I'm so focused on, is that really important?
Yeah.
Is that really even where I'm supposed to put my concern?
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
You sound like someone who has seen a lot.
I have.
Because I know that attitude I have from going on mission trips and being in third world countries that have changed my life, and I'll never be the same again.
Yeah, it's
and
like
you pretty much have verbalized a lot of.
I lived in a third world country, but not. I've always lived in the U.S., but I've lived that third world mentality, and I think I still have that. I think I carry that with me, and I always want to remember where I came from. I want to be grounded and know my roots, and I never want to feel like I'm too good or better than anybody. I just want everybody to know they're equally loved, they're equally appreciated, and no one's better than anybody. No one should ever feel like they're super entitled, including ourselves. It's just important to just be proud, of where you came from and
what you're able to do.
Grateful.
And it's different from everybody else.
Humble about it. Just have a good combination of just being thankful and appreciative of what you have and where you came from, because like I said, there's a lot of people that don't even have much, and they're still just so lively. They're still so happy, and it's like, that's amazing. Amazing. They're the more, they're all the more givers, more. It's like, wow.
Absolutely.
They're rich. They're actually really rich. Yeah.
Yes. I have come away with that on my trip. So basically, Ecuador was my first.
That's funny. I went to Ecuador.
You did?
Yeah, I studied abroad in Ecuador.
Oh, beautiful. I fell in love with
love
those children.
That place.
It was
Oh
beautiful.
my goodness!
And
how
my
fun.
friend Katie Brown goes back every year, and she fundraises for this trip.
That's crazy.
This was maybe
You were in
11 years ago.
Ecuador.
Yeah,
I went in 2014. Summer
Okay.
2014. I
She's there.
loved Ecuador. I
Yeah.
loved the people. I loved the culture. I loved the food. And these kids, like you're saying, my goodness, they're just so, they love life.
Yes.
They don't have much, but they do. You know?
Exactly. And
It's
then Africa was my other one.
Oh, that's the place. That's on my bucket list.
Oh.
I just want to go. What
Yes.
part do you go? That's
Malawi is this very small part. Yeah, beautiful area, and you've got some very small villages.
cool. Wow.
That all they have, they don't even have a bed, maybe a rug or like a mat of some
my
sort,
goodness.
and maybe a pot,
Wow.
and that's it. Like you think about everything we have and
That we take
think
for
we need and
granted.
use, yeah. And if I can just share with you a very short story of,
Sure.
of just what imprints in my mind of that trip was walking back from church to where we were going. And you're always kind of like, okay, I know I'm different. I know I'm the white person walking around. And so you're kind of like, okay, they're giving me attention. I don't, I'm just going to walk my path.
Yeah.
They're like, excuse me. I'm like, like, okay, what is it? And they were offering me their, let's call it nsima, the food that they had. That's all they had.
And that's what
And they're offering it to me.
Amazing.
And my immediate was like, no, because I'm like, I don't want to take this from them. And I thought,
Exactly.
no, out of my culture, I said, yes, thank you. And I just joined with them a little bit. But I was just so touched. And that is basically what you said.
Yeah.
And those couple of and there were others, but those trips were the ones of how empty and independent and lonely we are in the U.S.
Yeah.
And these countries that have barely to will have the joy of life and one another. And there's my cousin, my aunt, my aunt, my cousin. I'm like, how big is this family? And I realized it's not their aunt or their cousin, but they have formed a community.
Yes.
And they call each other that.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's amazing that you say that because I actually recently worked in Hawaii on this TV show called Hawaii Five-0.
Yes. Hi. I think we all know that one.
Really?
The
Cool.
Yes?
Actually, season 7 season finale.
Oh,
So if you
I'm
guys
a little
look
out
out
of
for
touch here. Sorry.
That's okay. So if you guys just look it up, the season
Yes.
7 season finale.
Okay.
Featured stunt performer, which was actually a really cool gig. I'm very grateful for
I
that.
love it.
And Hawaii on its own, oh my goodness. First of all, beautiful place. The people, oh man, I just love people. I don't know if you noticed.
Main island? Okay.
Yes, it is. In Honolulu, Oahu.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if you noticed, but I love people like a lot. I just love people. But Hawaii, it's like similar to that culture. Everybody's like uncle, auntie. It's really cute.
Yeah.
And so I started adopting that too. I was like, I want to be their little niece and nephew, brother,
Yes,
sister.
right?
So I just love
Oh,
that.
sweet.
The amazing, and like you were
Yes.
saying, they're just givers. You guys are welcome here anytime.
That's
just. This is a good place to have in the U.S. It's a really nice place.
Yeah. Neat.
I feel like I want to surround myself more in these countries or communities or cultures that they're just so. I have this servant's heart for advocacy and just just like to be around people and of service.
Yeah.
And I actually really enjoy being around people like that. And it's like a reminder too. So if you guys ever feel lost, confused. I know this is getting a little off topic.
Nope, this is right on topic.
But this is real. If you ever feel that way, lost, confused, as I was saying, lose yourself in the service of others. You could find yourself that way.
Absolutely.
And you'll be refreshed. I almost guarantee that,
Yes.
honestly. It's amazing what you can find just by
Completely
being
agree.
there for other people. It's really cool.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with
Yeah.
that. And that's how we were designed to be.
Yeah,
To be
I
of
believe
service
that.
to one another.
Yeah, I believe
And
that.
that's what Nancy was emphasizing, which I appreciated and posted it on Instagram. Or I think I put that on
Twitter.
LinkedIn or somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Who knows, all these different avenues. But how she said, seek how you can be of service.
Yep.
And I just love that. And
Yeah.
that's coming from a very successful actress.
I know.
Who's been in it for a long time, still in it.
Mhm.
And I just thought it doesn't come to a place where, okay, now it's all about me.
Right.
No, even more so, you learn and you're wiser.
Right, because I feel like a lot of people, at least in our culture in the U.S., like the younger generations, they feel like they have to like idolize almost a lot of these big stars, celebrities, actors and actresses.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I want to be them because they're rich and they're famous.
Yeah.
It's really more than that, life is not about that, in my
Right.
opinion. But when you get to that that type of level of success, I think it's good to use that as a platform to reach out to people. That's one of my goals is, using my platform to reach out and say, hey, this is actually what brings happiness and joy in my life. Right. And I want to be that witness that shares this with you, my testimony and how amazing life could be when you're not worried about the things that really aren't that important, or, it's not all what it seems, it's not really all about, fame. Right. Fame is cool, it's nice, there's nothing wrong with it, but use that in a good way to be a good role model to people. Yes. Show people, that you're against bullying, that you're against, bad negative things going on. You want to be a good person, and so use that to show yourself that you are a good person. Yes. The world could be a better place. You could be a tool,
Yes. No, I love that. We need a lot more of that. So,
yeah, absolutely.
So those of you who are out there who are focused on more of the good and think, oh, this kind of career or this kind of job or whatever it be, not necessarily entertainment, but just an opportunity. Because I know for me, I kept thinking, no, not the acting, because of my own, sense of who I was. Didn't seem to mesh with who Hollywood is. Yeah. And then, things fall into place, because when you're meant to do something, that voice will be very loud, like you're still not doing it. You've got to go in this direction. So I would say don't ignore that dream, that passion, because that is that voice telling you, this is your direction, this is why. And there are going to be people that we touch and influence because it's not about us.
It's not about us.
And once we can remember that and get that, then we can change the world.
Yep.
Because that's what our focus is.
Beautifully said.
And if we can all do that together, and we'd have so much less violence, we'd have more collaboration,
more community, more service for another. I mean, we'd all be helping hands. It's like the things we could do when we get together in community and having a similar shared goal for just wanting good for others. That's love.
Absolutely.
And it feels good to love, and it feels good to give. It's like, wow.
And to receive, my friend, and to receive.
Receiving is nice. I mean, it really is.
You need
it's
it
just
too.
Like, yeah, we do. Yep. I'm not saying I don't like it. I love it. I'm just so gracious that I don't know how to show like
thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm just like, how do I thank you really loud and really, how do I do it? Yeah, so I'm just absolutely grateful. Keep it coming, Keep it coming. Right. Yeah, because, these gifts, I would like to sow them and multiply them, so to give back in all the more. Yeah. So, it's like you were saying, it's a cycle that, it's just a cycle of love, hoping to just do good things with what you've been blessed with.
Right. So you started gymnastics very young. Was that just something that you enjoyed? And just
it's funny because, I did. But we grew up kind of poor, so, it was hard to afford these classes. But, I actually discovered that I was pretty good at gymnastics because I was just flipping, on my parents' mattress. And I was like, no one taught me. I just started flipping backwards. And then they're like, oh, yeah, you'd be really good at this. Awesome. And so we were... Self-taught. Yeah, I was just doing splits and just doing back handsprings and back.
We all do those things.
Everybody does. So that's like my parents were like, wow, that'd be so good. So so I ended up doing that, and they put me in gymnastics, and I was in it for a few years, which was cool because I got up to competitive level and stuff. But that's when it started getting really pricey. But that's okay because it's like God has his own design, because when that happened, I started looking for free sports, and I started skateboarding, and I started to get really good at it, and I was like, wow, how did this happen? My brothers did it, all their friends did it, and all my friends did it too, and I just started doing it every day, and I got so great at it.
Totally see that the gymnastics with the skateboarding leads to stunts.
Yeah, so it was really cool. So I got to competitive level at one point, but totally stopped after. Because I was doing I was trying to do school, and then I was like, okay, I need to focus. So, I did it for a few years, which was fun. I played soccer as well.
Oh, good.
And after all this, I started to get into martial arts, just starting with the basics, obviously, because everything you start, from the ground, just started basic and moved up in belts, and then just, just seeking other sports and activities and things like that.
Doing the things you enjoyed.
Absolutely.
Just being a kid, but seeing where your gifts and talents are and building on that.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I know. It's so fun. I just love being active. I just always love being playful and kind, and just love life. I just feel like like they used to like when I was in high school, they were like, "You're high on life." I was like, "Ooh, I like
Love
that." That's like my motto.
High on life. Absolutely.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be, you know. Not to say that, you know, we're all perfect because we're not. I do have my ups and downs like everybody else does.
And thanks for saying that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I might look at you like, wow, she must never have a down day.
No, I have my down days.
I've had people think that of me. I'm like, really? Let me tell you.
Let me tell you a little something about me.
Oh, they see your Facebook, like, wow, you're constantly working. It's so fun. It's so, I'm like,
And it is.
well, but then I'm like, let me
We're
once in a while
still human.
share with you.
Yeah.
I'm really struggling. I haven't had an audition. I haven't gotten a gig.
Right, we're still human at the end of the day. Absolutely.
Right. So it's like we all do have that. Sometimes people don't realize that every single one of us
Every
has
single
those
one,
challenges.
even the biggest celebrity.
Absolutely.
So, you know, don't be
Yes.
deceived because
Yes.
we all have those
Right.
days.
I just like
All the
like
time.
that reality check.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
yes.
we are human. That you're human.
Yeah.
You know, my dog is not human, but you'll hear her. She
Yeah.
wants her little voice in there.
Yeah, it's important to know. Yeah, that.
Say hello,
Yeah.
Misty. Sorry about that. home studio.
Yeah.
I mean, we're at the beach, so it's the dog at the beach.
Yeah, the dog at the beach, exactly. What happened to the sunset?
Oh, it switches out. Isn't that kind of cool? Yeah, now we're in daytime.
Nice.
I think that's, gosh, is that Hawaii? It's kind of funny I'm saying this, but it's either Hawaii or Africa, that picture.
That's cool.
Yeah, because it's Malawi Lake. And I remember taking a ton of photos, and I feel like this is right around where those
Wow, that's
Africa pictures were.
beautiful.
So I love taking pictures.
That's awesome.
So,
That's
I just love
beautiful.
nature.
I love it.
So what are some tough times that you've gone through, and how did you get through them and persevere and push through? And who supported you, encouraged you in that? Sorry, 3 big questions.
No, that's okay. Well, as I mentioned before, I mean, growing up, we didn't have much to eat or drink. You know, it's like I said, it's like, and this wasn't like, you know, intentional. It was just reality.
Right.
But what we had was more than enough God gave us.
Yeah.
And we were very grateful for that.
Yeah. And I kind of thought that's where your sense of gratitude comes from.
Yeah.
Of just when you haven't had enough, but you know you had enough.
Absolutely. He always provided. We never went starving, and that's more than
Yeah.
enough for me to be
Right.
thankful for.
Yes.
Just seeing that, witnessing that, seeing struggle, not just in the family, but in other people. I'm very compassionate, empathetic towards all that. So just having this loving heart for that, wanting to see people happy, I think really inspired me to be who I am and how I am. And like you said, you know, I mean, I mentioned it too, but I'm still human at the end of the day, and I still have my battles. I still struggle once in a while with my own self. And, you know, it's just reality. It's just like, oh, I feel like I messed up here, or, oh man, I should have done this like that. But we're human.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't dwell on those things.
Right.
You just have to realize, okay, it's normal. You're a
Right.
person,
Yes.
and you learn from your mistakes, and you don't dwell on things that were negative or hurtful, you know, that either somebody else caused onto you or that you did to yourself. So, you know, just don't dwell too much on the negative. It is important that you think about what has happened in your life, what you've gone through, and try to release that however you can, because that is important. You don't want to just bury it, because if you bury those things that are hurtful or have caused you stress or pain or whatever, they might come up later like in a volcanic reaction way, and that will cause you to then erupt or explode, as they call it, and that's not very healthy. So you do want to address those issues when they come up, and you know, those are things that I've just learned through life experiences, you know, just all right, something came up and I need to address it right now, kind of. And, you know, don't bury them, you know, don't put them to the side. And so these are things that, you know, I'm like, hey, if I can be helpful somehow and let people know that, you know, it's okay to grieve and talk about things that have made you angry, you know, just make sure like that you like you were saying, who helped me? My parents and God and some good friends. You know, I can't mention all of them, but the ones who were there, they were people that I can say anything to, and they won't go out gossiping, basically. So it's important to have your community, and those are the people that have helped me get out of whatever struggles or battles I had to deal with growing up.
Yeah.
So that's
what we all need.
Yeah.
To have people who will have our back.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
some of us may just be one friend. For others, you've got lots of friends. But to really be honest and real with what we're going through and letting people be there for us.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Helping others and what
Yeah.
they're going through.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like she was saying, you know, like it is good to receive. And there are times where we are going to need that receiving end a lot.
Sure. Yeah.
It's the truth, you know?
Yes.
But at the end of the day, when you're happy, joyful, and blessed, and you realize, okay, I got it pretty good, which most of us do, give back. You know, let's not give into the selfishness of me,
Right.
because then that's when the whole, you know, selfish attitude comes in, and you're never going to be happy because it's always going to be about you.
Right.
So when it's less of me, more of thee, you live happy. You know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Less of me, more of thee.
Yeah.
I like that. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's true. It's
Yeah.
like, all right. Now think about what I need. I have everything I need. Let's go see how I can help others, you know?
Right. Yeah.
You know?
And what have been some things that have called you? Like, how do you give back? Or what are some things where you're like, that's an area I want to make a difference in? What have been those areas for you?
So I like to do a lot of outreach and a lot of, it's like, it's kind of like motivational speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I feel like I'm kind of doing that right now, and I'm not trying. But I do have my master's in counseling psychology, so I use that.
Uh-huh.
I use that as a platform in my motivational speaking. I do give back, like I get invited to career days a lot, which is really cool.
Nice.
So I get, I like to use that to inspire kids that they could do whatever they want, no matter what life looks like, because I know what it's like to grow up with not that many resources.
Sure.
And to be where I am, I'm just like beyond honored. I'm just so grateful.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to let anybody know that you can do literally whatever you want. You just got to put your mind to it, have faith, and trust in your beliefs, and just go after it, because the only thing that holds you back from reaching what you want to do is you. That's pretty much it.
Or listening to others who have been discouraging or are upbringing
Right.
those voices.
Right.
It's like breaking out of that.
Yeah, you gotta not listen to that. You gotta, you choose. Like, all right, I'm not gonna
Right.
listen to that. Because it's easy to say, they're right, or, and it's like,
Yeah.
you could argue that there are some truths to whatever some people say, because sometimes criticism is important, but you always want to be as positive as you can, because we're already our own worst critic.
Absolutely.
So you got to be your
Yeah.
best cheerleader sometimes to yourself too. So
Yeah.
have that balance. A lot of things in life are about balance.
Yeah.
So
No,
that's all important.
I'm always like, it's always about balance.
Yeah.
Finding that balance.
You got to have that balance.
Yeah, because especially in the entertainment industry, it might be like constant work, or feeling like you've got to be working, or you're just not doing anything.
Right.
And it's finding that balance of, okay, so it's good to have a couple
rest
days
days.
off.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's okay and
Yeah.
necessary.
Yeah, absolutely. You do
So-
have to be,
Right.
refreshed.
Mhm.
Treat
Yeah.
yourself. That's okay.
That's
You know,
important. Yeah.
like I said, balance.
to
Don't
do.
over-treat yourself.
Right.
It's balance.
Balance.
So yeah, it all comes down to that,
Yeah.
and just having that attitude of gratitude,
Yeah.
and seeking what you love doing and give back. Just spread the love, spread the joy, and spread your gifts.
And
That's
I would ask what your next step or your goal, but I kind of feel like from what we know of you, you're just like enjoying the moment, and that the future will come. Am I
that's
right in
cool.
guessing what you
That's
would
a
say?
pretty cool guess. That's a pretty cool guess. I am like just kind of going with it,
Uh-huh.
but I'm also actively pursuing, climbing the ladder as
Okay.
well. Just the next step in higher, higher in the acting world, higher up in the stunt world. You could always do bigger roles and things like that, which is fun. Always trying to, and it's not all about just these things, like I said, not all about me, but higher roles in giving back as well. All the more reasons why it's okay to want to achieve success. It's okay. It's okay.
It's good too.
I'm happy to be receiving these awesome big roles. And with that, I think with every level of higher success that I get, it's like all the more reason I should, lead to higher positions in giving back. Higher reasons to love more and give more and appreciate more, and just always just be grateful.
Yeah. So if you didn't get the idea of being grateful, then you've missed everything.
You're not getting the point. Yeah.
Then you didn't listen.
Yeah, you're not listening.
They don't even have to hear what you say. I think they could just see it in you of
You're
being
so
grateful.
sweet. You're so sweet.
So I'm so glad that you agreed to come and be a part of this.
Thank you.
And I'd like to have you come back again.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I don't want to exhaust you. I know you worked a lot last night. And,
That's okay.
And yet I feel like I'm very content with everything you
That's
shared today.
awesome.
In
Thank
such a short
you.
amount of time, you were able to share
there's like so much to share. There's like
Yes.
this. We're not even like.
No, I
You know what I
know,
mean?
right?
That's the iceberg.
That's why I like, okay, then the next little story or the next thing will come up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
More to come. This is a series. Or
Yeah.
something.
It is.
But
Absolutely.
if I'm not here by next month, look out for definitely Baywatch,
Uh-huh.
which comes out tomorrow.
Yes.
Check out Hawaii 5-0, which
Yes.
just released last Friday. Season 7, the season finale, so it's like episode 25, I believe. And also look out for Transformers 5 movie with Mark Wahlberg.
Wow.
So
girl.
yeah, the last night I stunt doubled in that as well for
Wonderful.
the boy that wears the little the green Mexico jersey, soccer jersey. So
And what was he doing? What was the stunt work?
we're just
Soccer?
like. No.
Okay.
You'll see the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's all any action that he has in
Any
the movie
action? Okay.
with the boy in the green soccer jersey, Mexico.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's my stunts are,
So they put. I'm sorry. So they hide your hair.
Oh
or-
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They put me up in a wig.
Okay.
I just like, for example, like sometimes like it'll be in a ponytail.
Uh huh.
And then they'll like shove it in a wig and like
Okay.
stuff it in like that, and then
Uh-huh.
they put whatever wig on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's pretty cool. I actually enjoy
Yeah.
the process. It's
Oh,
really
I
fun.
bet.
Yeah. Getting dressed up is always fun.
Uh huh.
Playing roles. Come
Oh gosh, yeah. Just being
Definitely
working with great people.
on. Living the dream. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
For such a short amount of time, you're doing quite a lot,
Thank
which
you.
is amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm very
so
grateful.
You inspire me as
Thank
maybe my stunts will grow a little bit. I've done like 2 little
Yeah,
stunt things.
it all,
and Maybe I don't have to flip trucks, but I could do some kind of stunt.
Right. It all starts baby steps.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know? You start training in one thing, and then it leads to another, and then you get
Yeah.
to meet more people. You got to show them your skills and abilities, and
Right.
show them your work ethic. And
I am taking martial arts right now, getting
that's
back
awesome.
into it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
A lot to learn. But
Nice. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Small steps.
Absolutely. We all start somewhere.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for
Of
sharing your
course.
wisdom, your experience, your joy,
Of course.
the reality of things,
Thank you.
your background. Wow, we really
Wow.
did cover a
Thank
lot.
you. Thank you so much.
And I pray to God that this worked just right. So be patient with me. I'm sure it did because it's live streaming. At least the live streaming is right, and I'm hoping that this worked to where it's recording, and then I'll upload that onto YouTube, and then we can have more people see it. So
Sweet.
that's the joy of having both,
Yep.
doing both.
Yep.
So thank you all for being a part of this. Wasn't she wonderful? And
You
if
guys
you
are
wrote
awesome.
something, I'm sorry, I've yet to figure out where to read the little mentions or questions. So I will be learning how to do this better and better.
I'm sure we'll look at it right now as she stops this video. We'll try to
We'll
just
find something.
Yeah. Thank you.
Even just like
guys.
little cover thing will be uploaded later because hopefully it takes little snapshots of us.
Oh,
It
cool.
did last time. I don't know how it did it.
That's awesome.
And so I'll put that up. So
Nice.
Eventually.
Thank you
that'll
so
work.
much, guys,
Yes.
for listening.
Thank you.
We love you, and we
Yes,
enjoy
we
your
do.
presence as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Be a blessing to all those who know you and who are around you.
Yeah.
And enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll do is stop streaming. Bye.
Bye.
Stop streaming and